Well, Labour never cease to stop making me laugh, and every time I think they've made a blistering fuck up, they manage to go further. Now they've appointed a new health minister, I believe, Ashley Dalton, a trans advocate and a lesbian, a gay person, right? Now, being gay is fine, but this was a woman that back in the day, I think this was when the trans community were trying to push things as far as they could and trying to push their case that a man can say they're a woman or a woman say they're a man, and then they're also anything in between, which would be like 50 plus other genders. I don't know how many are because I'm not in that fantasy. Well, this was a woman that said if somebody actually wanted to become a llama, then so be it. They can identify as a llama, right? That's, if I say for instance said, right, when say for instance I ran up a load of debt, right, that I don't identify as the person that ran up debt, I identify as somebody else, the law would say you can't do that. Why? Because you're trying to evade the truth, you're trying to commit fraud and all these other things, and I'd be held to account, and then obviously the debt would stay with me. All right, so why is it under legal reasons for, say for instance, taking money off me, or I can't say that I identify as somebody that earns £150,000 a year when I want to get a bigger mortgage that I can actually afford? Why is it I can't do that? Well, because facts are facts. But it seems that there is this fantasy area that when you decide that you want to look down and ignore the fact that you've got a meat and two veg, or you don't, right, and then you want to then identify something else you can do. All this is, right, and I've been through it before, is cultural Marxism. This is how to break up the fabric of our society in a complete way. He's an interesting guy, never seen him before. Very, very funny. Right, 1 second. Just got to see if I can go. I'm off site on a building site. Cool, lovely job. We can go get loaded now. We've only been waiting here forever. But what I'm thinking to myself here, right, is whoever's in charge of the Minister for Health, you would generally want somebody to actually understand biology, understand what is healthy, and understand what definitely isn't healthy. Because what this person's doing here to further their own cause is trying A, to deny the truth, but worse still, trying to corrupt the minds of the young and the innocent kids, right, to further their agenda and keep their little fantasy thing going, which I'm sure for some have become quite a nice little cash cow. Okay, I for one think that anybody who's pushing this shit in the future needs to be arrested, needs to be tried, and needs to be put in prison for long periods of time because of the harm, the irreversible harm that they've done. Don't forget, these people were saying that kids can't make their mind up about most things because they're kids, but at 3 years old they can know which gender they want to be rather than what gender they are. Any person who understands life, common sense, will understand that this is nonsensical, this is insanity, this is literally just picking and choosing what fantasy you want that week, what fantasy you don't. Hang on a second. Muck. Yeah, and they're waiting back up. Oh, sorry, I've got a ticket done out there.
Oh, okay.
This is a good thing about working on site. You can not worry about getting nicked. But yeah, it's just utter bollocks, and I think it just shows that they want to be more aligned with people like Trump. Now, many of you understand that a lot of people think Trump's the saviour, and though I'm pleased with what he's doing, I'm under no illusion about who he's friends with, okay, who got him out of financial debt when he was about to collapse, and what walls he's kissed, what headgear he's wearing. But the point is, most people, as Paul Joseph Watson said, are starting to wake up the normies. They won't call it what it is, but I mean, they're saying we can't walk anywhere, we can't do this, we don't feel safe and all the rest of it because of immigration. But I also think that many of them who got on this woke bullshit train will be seeing the harm it's done to their kids and got to the point where they're going, actually, this is fucking bollocks. So we need somebody who will say it like Trump, like Elon Musk, even if they're paid opposition or whatever. You still need people, those people, to give normal people the confidence to just talk the truth again. What we've got at the moment is we've got many people out there that are starting to go on things like they said on Reddit, which is about as left-wing as you can get, and they're starting to test the waters. They'll say something which is veiled what I really mean, all right? And they're testing the water of what the comeback is on that. Is everybody pushing back against it, or are they safe to carry on? Because don't forget, these people are infinitely cowards, many of them. But they got so desperate about the situation they live in, whether it be the trans thing, whether it be the immigration thing, whatever it be, that they're getting to the stage where they're trying to now feel the water to see if they can actually speak with the rest of the herd about this without being cancelled. The thing they did to us going back. The thing that's now starting to die off. So this is why we need politicians, even if they're paid opposition, right? Like, say for instance, we need GB News to keep talking about it. We need Reform to keep talking about it. And any other party that actually wants to be noticed need to talk about this. Obviously Labour aren't going to do this. And we know that basically the Conservatives know just how badly they messed up the last time. And they're saying that, well, if you give us a chance this time, this is what we'll do with immigration. Fine. What are you going to do about the gender thing? Are you actually just going to enforce the fact that there are only two genders? Anything other than that is something that happened at birth that's very rare. There are times that people can be born with both organs. I don't know much about it because I'm not interested. But I am aware that there are things that happen at birth. But anything other than that, you're going to get over it. You're a bloke or you're a woman. Live with it. Come to terms with it. What do you think happened back in the days before there was this gender reassignment and shit like that? People had to live with it. And also people didn't embrace the stupidity or the lies. So this is what we need. Now I had intended to make this a rant video ripping the piss out of it, but it is somewhat more serious. And do you remember over in, I think it was Europe, right? They have, one of the countries had the health minister was the most biggest obese person. It was just like one massive lump of head with very few features. And then didn't they over in America have something similar to that was a bloke parading as a woman or something like that? I don't know. And obviously it's changing now, and Germany are getting more right wing, which is a good thing. And the people of Britain are, and I also think that people of Europe are becoming what they'll call it far right. It's not, and it's more right-leaning, more conservative thinking, because this is the only thing that's going to protect them. I think we may be done. Just had the back loaded, and in a minute I'll get a beep. He's just tidying up the edges, taking the mud off the side. Are we done? No, we're not yet. Oh, bless him. Some lorry driver or some digger driver is just fucking horse shit all over your truck. There you go, there's your beep. Beep back. Thank you very much. Different truck today, which is why the phone holder's there. And away we go. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to go back out on the road now, so I'll turn this off while we're here, while I can, and go around in circles all day. And if I find anything else funny, I shall put it out. As you can tell, my channel isn't growing. I am in the gulag. You would think somebody with as many subscribers as I got, you would get more views and you would get more subscribers. But do you know what? The moment I put a video out, my subscribers start going down first before they go back up. And obviously you know the rest of it. But if you fancy liking and sharing, that's great. Subscribing would be a winner. All right. And I'm going to carry on anyway. And there it is. Hope you have a good day. I'll see you in a bit.